This is the Access Cloche. It's designed to be a modern replacement for the traditional Victorian cloches that were used in kitchen gardens. It's manufactured from architectural aluminium, so it's very strong and very sturdy. We give a 25-year guarantee on the framework, and if you want, you can have it in an ivory powder coated finish just to make it look that bit classier. The cloche itself, like traditional cloches, is glazed in glass, but we've used toughened safety glass here, so that's much safer than the traditional horticultural glass. There's no sharp edges on it, and it's toughened in the same way as your car windows are toughened. The weight of the glass keeps it on the ground when it's a really windy day, and in addition the glass lets more light through than plastic sheets and will also retain the heat better, so it's much warmer in there. So we can use it for bringing on early crops. We can plant a row of lettuces in the beginning of February time. We perhaps have put the cloche on a couple of weeks beforehand just to allow the soil to start warming up. And then when those lettuces have got going, perhaps after a couple of weeks, we can actually move the cloche and start over again with another row of lettuces. So we can move it from place to place, just like a traditional cloche would be used. The cloche provides plenty of protection from the elements and will make things come on much quicker. Now, with a cloche out in the garden, you don't want to have to keep coming out every single time the sun comes out and then popping out and closing it when the sun goes in again. So we've built into this cloche an ingenious convection ventilation system. What we have is down at the bottom here, you can see that there's a gap at both ends. Now, if it's really cold, say early February, and you wanted to warm the soil up, just ramp the soil up so the air doesn't get in at the bottom. But slightly later on, when the sun's going to be a little bit more powerful, open this up so that the soil is about an inch or so below the glass. Then what will happen is cool air will be drawn into the bottom of the cloche, and then you can see along the top here on both sides we've got these little vents. And what happens is, as the air warms up inside, then it vents out through the top. Now, we've had this in development for a few years, and I took one to Hampton Court last year, and it was a very hot day and I'd got some lettuce in there, but the convection ventilation system meant that it wasn't too hot even in the middle of summer. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It's warmer when it's cold outside, but it's not too hot when the sun's shining. And if you want to work on the cloche, then you can just lift the panels out completely so you can water in there, or if you just want to pick something, you can leave it more or less in and just lift it up and pop your hand in to pick the crops that are in there. If you've got taller crops growing under it, then obviously at some point they'll reach the glass. What you can then do is take the glass out both sides, let the crops grow out through the top. You're still getting a sun trap, you're still getting the warmth because the glass is on at the sides, but the plants themselves can grow out through the top. Now, if you want to do a row of crops, what you can do is take the end glass out and then put another cloche butting up to it, so you can make 2 or 3 cloches long and do a whole row of crops. So the Access Cloche is very durable, and it's a great boon for gardeners with their vegetable patches.